audiences to my respect. Let's pray and thanks to Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala who has given us some mercies and blessings so we can meet in this wonderful national webinar with the grand theme integrating local wisdom into English language, teaching through technology in healthy and happy condition. Salawat and salam always be given just to our Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, who has guided us from the misleading era into the bright, straight, right, and blessed era, and we always wait for his help in the doomsday or Qiyamah later. Ladies and gentlemen, let's start our agenda today by reciting Al-Fatiha together. We hope that all the agenda will be running well. Al-Fatiha. The next agenda is singing Indonesia Raya. The time is given. Thank you. The next agenda is welcoming speech. It will be delivered by Mr. Ansari MPD as the head of English education program is available.
Assalamualaikum. Check. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin wa bihi nasta'in ala umuri dunya waddin wassalatu wassalamu ala asrafil anbiya'i wal mursalin sayyidina Muhammad wa ala alihi washabihi ajmain. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wa hlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. The Honorable the Dean of the Faculty of Tarbiyah and Teacher Training of Kiai Haji Ahmad Siddiq University of Jember, Professor Dr. Haja Muknia MPD, the Honorable the Vice Dean of FTK Unhas Jember, Dr. Masudi MPD, the Honorable our keynote speaker, Dr. Anur Rafiq from Jember University, the Honorable all lecturers of English Education Department, the Honorable all participants and my beloved student from English Education Department. First of all, I would like to thank to Allah Subhanahu wa Taala who has given us blessed and mercy so that we can meet in this international seminar, even through a Zoom meeting. Secondly, I would like to deliver salawat and salam to our salawat and salam. Let's deliver to our beloved Prophet Muhammad Sallam, the last prophet, and who brought us from the darkness to lightness, who will give us a shafa'ah fi yaumil qiyamah. We hope all of us among of them. Amin, amin, ya rabbal alamin. Ladies and gentlemen, there are some points that I would like to point it. The first one, I would like to thank to I would like to welcome you all to this national seminar. Welcome you all. I hope you can enjoy the seminar. And secondly, I would like to thank to everybody who participates to make this seminar happen, especially to the committee, Ms. Mega, Mr. Sandy, Mr. Benny, and Alma and friends, and Zainul, also the MC. Thank you so much. And I need to inform you that the participants supposedly to be 201 participants. Alhamdulillah, there are lots of participants for this interesting national seminar with a nice topic for sure. And also I would like to thank to our keynote speaker, Mr. Dr. Anur Rafiq. Thank you so much, Mr. Anur Rafiq. I have to say, I kidnapped you from your family. It is supposed to be on day on, not day off. It is Saturday, a day where you spend your time with your family and your those people that you love. Yeah, again, thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, our topic today is integrating local wisdom into English language through technology. It is, I really believe, it is interesting topic. And then, yeah, we are going to learn from our keynote speaker, who really, I really believe, really expert and experience in this topic. We can learn a lot of things. Especially, we are dedicating this seminar to those students in the 5th and 7th level who are going to practice, this skill, this knowledge into classroom activity for sure. Especially so we are going to learn what is local wisdom about, and then how something like sounds far away, like local wisdom and technology, something like opposite. How we integrate the local wisdom into English language through technology. So thank you so much for how to say for your participating in this seminar. So, and then if there are a lot mistake, like something technological thing, I'm really sorry for this inconvenience. Again, so I hope you can enjoy the seminar, and then you can learn and you can get something for your future knowledge for sure. Maybe that is that I can deliver for today. Thank you so much again. And finally, I say, ihdinas siratal mustaqim, wallahu muwaffiq ila aqwamit thoriq. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you, Mr. The last agenda is prayer. It will be led also by Mr. Ansari MBDI. Time is yours.
Come on, Zainal, you don't tell before. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin. Wa bihi nasta'in ala umuri dunya waddin. Wassalatu wassalamu ala asrafil anbiya wal mursalin. Allahumma inna nas'aluka salamatan fid din wa afiyatan fil jasad wa ziyadatan fil ilmi wa barakatan fil rizqi wa taubatan qabla al maut wa rahmatan indal maut wa maghfiratan ba'dal maut. Allahumma hawwin alaina fi sikratil maut wan najata minan nar wal afwa indal hisab. Rabbana la tuzigh qulubana ba'da idh hadaytana wa hab lana min ladunka innaka antal wahhab. Rabbana hab lana min azwajina wa dhurriyyatina qurrata a'yun waj'alna lil muttaqina imama. Rabbana atina fid dunya hasanah wa fil akhirati hasanah wa qina adzabannar. Wa sallallahu ala sayyidina Muhammad wa ala alihi washabihi wa sallam. Subhana rabbil izzati amma yasifun wa salamun alal mursalin walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Big
Waalaikumsalam
thanks,
warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
ladies and gentlemen, we have done all the opening agenda. I'm Zainal Abidin as the master of ceremony. I would like to say thank you so much for paying attention, and I do apologize for any mistakes. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
The next agenda is national webinar with the grand theme integrating local wisdom into English language teaching through technology. It will be led by the incredible moderator, Siti Umaya Al-Masura SPD. Time is yours. Alma?
All right, is it clear, my voice? All right, I would like to thank to the Master of Ceremony for this opportunity. And ladies and gentlemen, we would like to begin our seminar today. But first of all, I would like to greet our dearest lecturer and all participants today, the Honorable Dr. Masudi as the Vice Dean of FTK UIN Has Jember, the respectable Mr. Asari as the Head of English Education Department, the respectable Dr. Anur Rafiq as the speaker and also as the lecturer of Jember University, and also our participant today whom I love. Ladies and gentlemen, as we have announced, the seminar on this day took the theme of integrating local wisdom into English language teaching through technology. Currently, local wisdom took a main role, an important role in introducing the local culture to the young generation. The process of ELT in Indonesia maintained that adapting local wisdom could be an attempt to become more aware of local culture and to enrich student knowledge and good character. I hope after this seminar, all the participants here will have a new insight about how to manage local wisdom into language teachings and its benefit. Our speaker today is Dr. Anur Rafiq. He is one of the lecturers of Jember University. He received his bachelor degree at FKIP Universitas Jember and taken his master degree at Monash University Australia in 1997 and also University Twente, the Netherlands, 2003. And also he received his doctor degree at Universitas Negeri Malang at 2018. He is interested research or teacher continuing professional development or CPD and ICT in language education. Now I will go through of the detail of our main event as follows. The first, participants are not allowed to interrupt while the speaker presenting his materials. The second is the question and answer sections will be open after the speaker delivers his materials. Now allow me to welcome the speaker to deliver his presentations for Dr. Anur Rafiq. Time and place are yours.
Okay, thank you. Could you hear my voice?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
Warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, good morning, everybody. I hope that everyone is okay, everyone is fine, everyone is safe and healthy there at home or at campus. Okay, my very best regards goes to the Dean of the Faculty, Professor Mu'nia, and also to the Vice Dean, to the head of the study program, Pak Ansari, and other chairperson participating in this seminar, which I couldn't mention one by one. And also my best regards go to all participants, the student teacher, the teacher candidate who are going to have a teaching practicum in next few weeks or few months. Yeah. Okay. When the semester starts, I think you are going to go to have a teaching practicum. That is what happened with my student as well. Okay. I would like to thank for giving me the chance to share knowledge, experience with you in regard to using local wisdom as the English language teaching material delivered by means of technology. Okay, I would rather have a little interactive communication with you, but now through voice rather through written messages. Okay, let me share a sticky note from Jamboard. Okay, just a minute. Okay, if my message, my chat reaches you, please click that link. There is a few simple questions that I want you to respond as part of understanding your background knowledge related to local wisdom. If you want to respond to the question, you need to click the sticky note on your left. Yeah, you need to click the sticky note on your left. And then write down your name and followed with your answer. The first question is, what is local wisdom? What do you know about local wisdom? Can you read my page? Can you read my page? Okay, let me talk to someone of you. Let me talk to Mega. Mega, could you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you clearly.
Okay, could you follow my link?
Yeah, I can follow it.
Okay.
Wait.
And then, okay, Do you read the page with one question?
Yes. The question is, what is local wisdom?
Okay, yeah, you can respond, and these other participants respond to that.
Okay.
I should share that page. Okay. Now I expect that everybody could see my page, what is local wisdom, and I expect answer from you. If you want to give answer, just click the sticky note on your left. Yeah, go to the left. Here you have a sticky note just below the arrow. No, no, you are drawing. No, someone is drawing. Erase that drawing. Okay. Do not click on the pen, but you need to go further down. You have pen, you have eraser, you have an arrow, select, and then you have sticky note. So please click on the sticky note. When you click the sticky note, then there will be a note where you can type. So type your name, then give your answer. And then save. Okay. Okay, someone has already responded to the question, Azizatul Rahman. What do you know about local wisdom? The values, I believe, by local people. Okay, thank you. Please other respond from other participants. The values, I believe, by local people. Well, it disappeared. Menghilang. Okay, this is from, oh, okay, you don't write your name. Specific or local knowledge about the value or anything in particular region. The value are belief. Okay. Okay, share your knowledge, your ideas about local wisdom. Specific or local knowledge, specific or local knowledge. Okay, that is the key term, local knowledge. About the value, okay, knowledge passed down from generation to generation. Okay, the values are lived by local people. Okay, answer from Siti. Okay, what do you know about local wisdom? In bahasa Indonesia, we used to say kearifan lokal. Okay, okay. Come on, give your best try to define local wisdom. Okay, tradition in a specific region. Okay, specific region means local. Okay. Okay, now let's move on to the second question. Okay. We are moving on to the second question. What are the examples of local wisdom? Now, please give your answer. Click the sticky note again. Don't forget to write your name. Where are my students? Where are the students? What are the examples of local wisdom that you know? Hello? Can anyone respond to that question? Okay, from Rofit, it could be in the form of belief system and social conduct. Rofit, can you give an example? What is it? It could be in the form of belief system and social conduct. For example, uh, okay, myth. Okay, okay, myth. What myth? Traditional songs and dances. Okay, traditional songs and dances. Okay. For example, how to behave in public, how to treat elderly. Okay. For example, how to behave in public, how to treat elderly. The way you walk, for instance, the way you walk. That is an example of local wisdom. You lower your body, you bow your body when you are passing people sitting in front of you. Okay, so these are some examples of local wisdom. Let us move on to the third question. Why do we need to include local wisdom in our teaching material? This is our topic this morning. Why do we need to include local wisdom in our teaching materials? Why? Any answer to this question? Why do we need to include local wisdom in our teaching material? To make our teaching materials more contextual. Okay. Okay. To make our teaching materials more contextual. Because you are using local material. Okay. More contextual. What else? Students will have more background knowledge. Student will have more background knowledge. Student will have more knowledge about wisdom, yeah, about wisdom in the local areas. Okay. One more response, please. Make students easier to understand the topic. Student will feel more connected with the lesson. Okay. So thank you for your responses. So I will stop sharing now. I will stop sharing and return to my main presentation. So thank you for your response to these few simple questions. Okay. Okay, so this is what we are going to discuss this morning. Integrating local wisdom into English language teaching through technology. And today's agenda will include what is local wisdom. Some of you have ideas about local wisdom, and then why we need to use local wisdom in our English classroom. Then local wisdom and technology integration. That is, I think, the main focus of this this morning webinar. Okay, so some of you have already given your ideas about local wisdom, and these are some definition of local wisdom. Before that, I would like to share my experiences when searching the literature about local wisdom. So when you go googling, yeah, when you browse the internet and type local wisdom, what you are going to have is information about Indonesia, or that information is from Indonesia. So it seems that local wisdom is typical phrase used in Indonesia. Yeah? Other countries, Western countries, do not really use the word local wisdom. They use the word or the term local knowledge, traditional knowledge, or indigenous knowledge. Yeah, I think one of you, when I asked to define local wisdom, one of you mentioned about local knowledge. Yeah, that is the more popular term used internationally. So again, when you are browsing the internet and you type local wisdom, it is likely that the information will be about Indonesia. Okay, so local wisdom is defined as a series of knowledge and tradition acquired via observation and routine that is passed from generation to generation. Yeah, I think your definition also match with this one. Another definition of local wisdom is a custom or tradition done by a group of people living in certain area. So it is a custom, it is a tradition done by a group of people living in certain area. At the moment, I think in Muncar, a few days or a few weeks ago, they have a tradition of petik laut, ya, ada upacara petik laut. Itu salah satu bentuk dari local wisdom. Local wisdom in wider term is known as local knowledge, traditional knowledge, or indigenous knowledge. It is a knowledge that is unique to a given culture or society. Yeah. So what you practice in your society may not be practiced in other society. Yeah, that is local wisdom. You have, say, for instance, in bahasa Indonesia, you have tradisi, misalnya apa? Kalau hamil itu ya tradisi 4 bulanan, 7 bulanan, misalnya. Yang itu tipikal Jawa, ya, tipikal Jawa. Mungkin di luar Jawa, di Sumatera, di Kalimantan, di Papua, mereka tidak punya tradisi yang seperti itu. Jadi, your local wisdom is unique, ya, is unique to your own culture, to your own society. It is the basis for local level decision making. So people make decision based on the local wisdom. Yeah. When they are making decision related to agriculture, yeah, when to harvest, for instance, ya, kapan mau panen, kapan mau tanam, mereka banyak mempertimbangkan local wisdom. Terkait dengan healthcare, ya, food preparation, education, natural resource management, and a host of other activities in rural communities. They use local wisdom for this kind of activities. Mau tanam padi itu ada, ya, dalam tanda kutip ada hitung-hitungannya. Nah, itu yang disebut dengan local wisdom, ya. Ketika sakit itu ada cara penyembuhan yang spesifik, ya, itu disebut local wisdom. Cara menyiapkan makanan, ya, tentang pendidikan pondok. Jadi anak-anak sekolah dan tidak pulang, tapi dia stay di tempat dia belajar di pondok misalnya, ya. That is also a local wisdom. Yeah? Okay. So there are many kinds of local wisdom, and the most popular one is usually a folklore. Biasanya yang diketahui oleh siswa ataupun mahasiswa ketika bicara kearifan lokal itu biasanya yang berhubungan dengan cerita-cerita rakyat. Ya. Maling kundang misalnya, itu ada local wisdom. Sangkuriang dan sebagainya, ya, di situ ada local wisdom. So I was a little bit surprised when I was googling local wisdom, and what I found was something about Indonesia, or that thing was from Indonesia. Silahkan Anda coba, Anda browse local wisdom, Anda cari artikel local wisdom, maka yang akan Anda dapat artikel itu ditulis oleh orang Indonesia. Atau kalaupun ditulis oleh orang asing, artikelnya tentang Indonesia. So local wisdom is more or less the Indonesian term. While other people, the international people, like to use the word knowledge, local knowledge, traditional knowledge, or indigenous knowledge. However, we have differences between wisdom and knowledge. Yeah, we have differences between wisdom and knowledge. Knowledge is the information that we have learned. Now you are listening to me. You are participating in a webinar. After the webinar, you will have knowledge. You will have knowledge about integrating local wisdom into school curriculum, by means of technology. That is knowledge. But later, when you are having teaching practicum and you practice teaching using local wisdom material with the support of technology, then that is wisdom. Ya. Jadi dari seminar ini Anda dapat knowledge, Anda dapat pengetahuan. Nah, nanti pengetahuan ini kalau Anda terapkan secara tepat di sekolah saat PPL, nah berarti Anda menerapkan wisdom. Gitu ya. Oke, so knowledge is knowing that a tomato is a fruit. Ya. Bahwa tomat itu adalah buah, yaitu knowledge. Ya. Tetapi ketika Anda paham bahwa tomat itu tidak dijadikan bahan untuk membuat salad, maka itu adalah wisdom. Yeah, so that is the difference between local wisdom and local knowledge. So local knowledge tend to be related to information that we have learned, while local wisdom is the ability to use that knowledge wisely. A more definition of local wisdom. This is a local idea that is wise, full of wisdom, of good value, embedded and followed by members of the community, that is formed in undergoing dynamics of community to protect and manage the existing natural resources. Thus, local wisdom involves two elements, values and practice. Ya, jadi nilai-nilai, norma-norma, keyakinan-keyakinan yang bagus ya, bagi masyarakat, yang baik bagi tatanan hidup masyarakat, itu adalah bagian dari local wisdom. Kemudian nilai-nilai itu, norma-norma itu diikuti dan dijalankan oleh masyarakat ya, dan membentuk kelompok masyarakat itu secara dinamis. Dinamis itu artinya berubah-ubah ya, karena perkembangan zaman maka dia berubah. Jadi local wisdom is not static, local wisdom is dynamic. Jadi local wisdom itu tidak tetap, tapi dia dinamis. Dia berubah sesuai dengan perubahan zaman. Ya, okay. So in local wisdom we have values. Ada nilai-nilai, ada norma-norma, ada keyakinan, ya, which are good in a society. Yang itu kita anggap bagus di masyarakat kita. Kuncinya adalah di masyarakat kita. Di masyarakat lain bisa dianggap tidak bagus. Ya. Di masyarakat kita, mohon maaf, orang yang meninggal dikubur. Tapi di Bali, orang yang meninggal tidak dikubur, ditaruh aja di atas tanah. Ya, di daerah Trunyan. Itu adalah local wisdom mereka. Ya, oke. Okay. And that values, that norms form the dynamics of community life. Ya. Mengikuti nilai-nilai, norma-norma itu membentuk serta mengikuti dinamika dari perkembangan masyarakat. Ya. Di Bali misalnya dulu, Bali itu daerah agraris pertanian. Ketika banyak turis ke sana, maka masyarakatnya banyak hidup dari kegiatan turisme, ya, sehingga ada nilai-nilai local wisdom yang lama ditinggalkan, kemudian membentuk local wisdom yang baru. Karena perkembangan masyarakatnya dinamis, ya, seperti itu. Kecuali mungkin seperti masyarakat Badui dalam, itu kan tidak tersentuh masyarakat luar. Jadi dia local wisdomnya statis, tetap berpuluh-puluh tahun itu tetap seperti itu. Dia tidak perlu beradaptasi dengan perubahan dari luar, karena perubahan dari luar itu tidak masuk ke dalam komunitas mereka. Ya, okay. And all norms, values, practice in society is intended mainly to protect and manage the natural resources. Jadi ujung-ujungnya local wisdom itu adalah untuk keseimbangan antara manusia dengan alam. Jadi seperti itu. Misalnya di Bali, kenapa orang meninggal itu tidak dikubur, ya, hanya ditaruh saja di wilayah di daerah turunan. Ya, ternyata itu bagian dari hubungan yang saling menguntungkan antara alam dengan manusia. Ketika jenazah itu ditaruh di atas tanah, ya, tidak dimakamkan, maka mereka membutuhkan pepohonan yang akan membuat jenazah itu awet dan tidak berbau. Jadi mereka membutuhkan pepohonan. Akibatnya pepohonan di sana tidak ada yang ditebang. Nah, kalau seandainya jenazah-jenazah itu dimakamkan, bisa jadi mereka tidak membutuhkan pohon-pohon itu lagi, sehingga pohonnya ditebang jadi perumahan. Nah, terjadi alih fungsi atau bahkan mungkin perusakan alam. Jadi ujung-ujungnya itu pada perlindungan terhadap natural resources. Kalau dulu di zaman kolonial, di zaman Belanda itu, orang Belanda membangun sumber mata air, biasanya di dekat pohon besar. Kemudian di pohon besar itu atau di tempat mata air itu mereka taruh ikan dan disebarkan ke masyarakat bahwa ikan itu adalah penunggunya. Ikan itu adalah penunggunya, tidak boleh diusik. Kalau diusik dia akan mengakibatkan celaka pada masyarakat sekitar. Nah, itu akhirnya dipercaya, dipraktekkan bertahun-tahun sehingga itu menjadi local wisdom. Yang ujungnya adalah to protect and to preserve the natural resources. Sehingga pohon besarnya aman, mata airnya juga aman karena tidak diganggu oleh manusia. Ya, oke. So that is local wisdom. Sectors of local wisdom include agriculture, knowledge related to crop selection, intercropping, planting times. It relates to local wisdom. We notice that in our society, before people crop or harvest their, say for instance, paddy rice, they have some tradition. Jadi sebelum musim tanam atau pada saat panen, mereka ada tradisi-tradisi yang dilakukan untuk keseimbangan manusia dengan alam. Ya, itu adalah salah satu bentuk local wisdom. Animal husbandry and ethnic veterinary medicine, knowledge of breeding strategies, livestock characteristics and requirements, plant uses to treat common illnesses. Memelihara hewan, misalnya ini ayam potong, tidak ada orang pelihara ayam potong itu di perumahan misalnya, karena local wisdomnya memelihara hewan yang korannya akan mengganggu, maka itu harus jauh dari pemukiman. Ya, sehingga yang memelihara ayam potong misalnya itu memeliharanya di daerah persawahan, ya, kotorannya bisa dijadikan pupuk, ya, sehingga ada keharmonisan dengan alam. Oke. Another sector of local wisdom, use and management of natural resources, knowledge of soil fertility management, sustainable management of wild species. Bagaimana kekayaan alam itu dikelola. Kalau di Bali itu misalnya ada sistem subak, ya, subak untuk pengairan sawah. Nah, itu adalah salah satu bentuk local wisdom, ya, untuk menjaga sustainability of the watering the field. Kemudian masalah kesehatan, ya, healthcare, knowledge of plant properties or medicinal purposes. Kita mengenal tanaman obat keluarga, POGNA, ya, itu adalah bagian dari local wisdom. Atau yang belum lama ini viral, ya, kita mengenal model pengobatan Gus Samsudin. Model pengobatan Gus Samsudin itu adalah local wisdom bagi masyarakat sana. Bagi masyarakat lain, masyarakat Jakarta misalnya, pesulap merah gitu, itu bukan bagian dari local wisdom dia, malah itu bertentangan dengan local wisdom dia. Tapi bagi masyarakat di mana Gus Samsudin hidup, ya, tinggal, itu dianggap sebagai healthcare local wisdom. Okay. And then community development, yeah, common or shared knowledge provide links between community members and generation. Suku Badui misalnya itu ketika terjadi pernikahan tidak boleh menikah dengan orang di luar dari suku mereka. Nah, itu dalam rangka mempertahankan community development. Di masyarakat Madura juga, ya, ada sebagian yang masih mempertahankan bahwa pernikahan itu antar keluarga, tapi keluarga jauh, ya, keluarga jauh yang boleh terjadi pernikahan. Kalau keluarga dekat kan tidak boleh. Ya, itu juga dalam rangka community development. Kemudian poverty alleviation, ya, knowledge of survival strategies based on local resources. Bagaimana mengatasi kemiskinan dengan program transmigrasi misalnya. Itu local wisdom. Atau ini apa istilahnya kalau di masyarakat buruh tani, ya. Buruh tani, ya, itu bagian dari local wisdom. Bagi hasil orang punya kemampuan untuk membeli sapi, tapi dia tidak bisa merawat sapi, maka orang lain yang merawat, memberi makan, menjaga, kemudian nanti bagi hasil. Itu juga bagian dari local wisdom. Jadi banyak local wisdom yang bisa digunakan untuk pembelajaran. Okay, so these are some examples of local wisdom, yeah, around the country. Yeah. A local wisdom that relates to human resources, a mutual cooperation, gotong royong. Ya, gotong royong itu adalah local wisdom hampir seluruh masyarakat Indonesia. Jadi tidak lokal lagi, tapi nasional. Togetherness in solving problems. Ya. Ketika mereka ada masalah, mereka itu gotong royong. Bangun rumah itu gotong royong. Contohnya kalau di Jawa itu merti desa. Ya. Kalau di tempat-tempat lain itu juga ada. Mereka menggunakan istilah-istilah, tapi tetap value-nya itu adalah gotong royong. Local wisdom in agriculture, make a terrace in the fields. Yeah. The value of the wisdom is the effort to conserve land to avoid erosion. Jadi bagaimana sawah itu dibuat berpetak-petak, ya? Dibuat berpetak-petak supaya tidak terjadi erosi. Ada nyabuk gunung ini kalau tidak salah di Jawa Barat. Ada tradisi nyabuk gunung dan lain sebagainya. Dalam apa? Forestry, ya, kehutanan. Clean the waterways. Okay. Local wisdomnya to conserve mountain water sources. Susuk Wangan atau di daerah mana. Jadi mereka sangat menjaga aliran-aliran sungai yang ada di hutan, kebersihannya itu sangat mereka jaga untuk menjadikan mata air dari sungai itu tetap jernih sehingga bisa memenuhi kebutuhan mereka. Oke. Ya. Oke. Jadi ada di hampir seluruh Indonesia ya. Ada forest use regulation to protect the forest, perladangan gilir balik di luar Jawa kan ini, perdagangan gilir balik. Jadi mereka berladang di hutan, kemudian ditinggal, nanti suatu saat kembali lagi. Itu ya, examples of local wisdom in Indonesia. There are also local wisdom overseas. Ya, kita perlu juga tahu local wisdom yang ada di negara-negara lain. Rice fish co-culture, ya, a farming technique for over 1,200 years in South China. Menanam padi sekaligus membesarkan ikan. Nah, di masyarakat kita, sebagian masyarakat kita juga ada. Ya. Jadi ketika mereka tanam padi, mereka juga pelihara ikan. Ya. Rice fish co-culture. Ini di Cina, awalnya di Cina, tapi kemudian banyak ditiru oleh negara-negara lain. Indigenous fire management technique, bagaimana mengelola kebakaran supaya tidak terjadi kebakaran. Di Australia, ketika musim panas misalnya, itu sangat rentan kebakaran hutan. Sama juga di Indonesia, kalau sudah musim kemarau, di daerah Kalimantan itu rentan dengan kebakaran hutan. Nah, mereka punya local wisdom. Ya, mereka punya local wisdom bagaimana cara menjaga supaya kebakaran itu tidak terjadi. Ya, ada hal-hal yang mereka lakukan. Ada juga rotational farming. Ya, rotational farming as practiced in the highlands of Tanzania. Jadi ini kalau kita ingin mengenalkan local wisdom dari negara-negara lain sebagai perbandingan, ya, selain local wisdom dari negara kita sendiri. Okay, so we are supposed to use local wisdom in our EFL classroom. Why do we need to? That is my third question previously. Why do we need to use local wisdom in our teaching? To support the teaching, character education, and shape students' identity. Pendidikan karakter itu menjadi ketentuan pemerintah ya. Yang sekarang ini di kurikulum Merdeka, istilahnya bukan pendidikan karakter lagi, tetapi pelajar Pancasila. Ya kurang lebih isinya sama untuk pembentukan karakter Pancasilais. Itu perlu digunakan materi-materi yang bermuatan local wisdom untuk memperkuat profil pelajar Pancasila. Local wisdom in English teaching material can be folk tales. Nah, yang banyak dipakai itu cerita-cerita rakyat, ya, karena di dalamnya itu kaya dengan nilai-nilai kearifan. Folk tales which are originally from local areas in Indonesia, traditional foods, traditional houses, traditional clothes, traditional ceremonies, local plants, etc. These are all about local wisdom that we can use as our teaching materials. Makanan-makanan yang khas ya, dari daerah tertentu misalnya, itu perlu dijadikan materi, apakah untuk listening, atau untuk speaking, untuk reading, ya, atau untuk writing. Jadi menceritakan tentang local wisdom dari daerah-daerah di tanah air. So English teachers are expected to develop the English teaching material integrated with character education and local wisdom. Jadi materi kita itu harus diperkaya dengan pendidikan karakter yang berasal dari local wisdom. Cerita-cerita rakyat dari negara lain, misal seperti Cinderella misalnya ya, itu juga ada muatan-muatan local wisdom. Ya, tapi kan local wisdom mereka yang belum tentu applicable dengan local wisdom yang ada di Indonesia. Nah, contohnya misalnya kalau di cerita Cinderella itu, Cinderella kan pergi ke acara dansa lah gitu ya. Kemudian dia berdansa dengan pangeran. Nah, itu kalau misalnya dipelajari oleh siswa yang nilai-nilai agamanya kuat, ya di Aceh misalnya, atau di Sumatera Barat, ya, di Sumatera Barat, di Palembang misalnya ya, maka apa yang terjadi pada cerita Cinderella itu bertentangan dengan local wisdom mereka. Kenapa? Karena mereka yang kuat dengan ajaran agama Islam itu melarang wanita dengan pria yang belum menikah misalnya berdansa gitu ya, berpegangan tangan, kan begitu ceritanya Cinderella. Jadi local wisdomnya tidak tepat ya untuk digunakan di beberapa daerah di Indonesia. Makanya penanaman karakter ya, meskipun kita bisa belajar karakter dari luar negeri gitu ya, tapi yang lebih tepat itu adalah penanaman karakter yang berdasarkan local wisdom kita sendiri. Ya, oke. So teachers in different places are highly needed to consider to include the local wisdom available in the region where they are teaching. Jadi kalau ngajar bahasa Inggris di Madura misalnya ya, lokal wisdomnya masyarakat Madura itu apa? Kerapan sapi misalnya. Nah itu yang diangkat. Ya. Nah, boleh juga mengenalkan lokal wisdom dari masyarakat sekitar. Ya. Lokal wisdomnya misalnya masyarakat Lamongan, nggak jauh tuh dari Madura. Lamongan itu seperti apa? Mungkin juga Solo itu seperti apa? Ya, karena secara budaya cukup dekat. Kalau melihat misalnya dulu sejarahnya itu dari kerajaan, misalnya. Jadi secara budaya itu cukup dekat. Oke. So applying local wisdom in our teaching material is important because local wisdom provides the basis for problem-solving strategies for local communities. Jadi ketika kita mengajarkan local wisdom, maka anak-anak itu secara tidak langsung sudah kita bekali dengan soft skill, ya, soft skill, keterampilan hidup, bagaimana dia menyelesaikan permasalahan-permasalahan hidup yang mereka hadapi dengan belajar dari local wisdom yang sudah mereka pelajari. Ya. Possible loss of local cultural knowledge among younger Indonesians. So we cannot deny that many younger Indonesians are losing cultural knowledge. Ya, bagaimana anak-anak muda itu sekarang sudah tidak mau lagi misalnya gamelan, tidak mau lagi wayang, dan lain sebagainya. Yang semua itu adalah local wisdom. Sehingga perlu dikenalkan kepada mereka supaya mereka bertahan dengan local wisdom. Also, local wisdom is important because it is needed to preserve values, to preserve norms, beliefs in the community. Jadi untuk menjaga nilai-nilai, norma-norma di masyarakat. Kalau kita lihat cerita Maling Kundang, misalnya, bagaimana Maling Kundang itu menjadi anak yang terkutuk karena dia berani melawan orang tua, dalam hal ini ibunya. Nah, sekarang di berita-berita televisi itu tidak jarang ya, bahkan beberapa kali muncul berita anak yang membunuh orang tuanya, misalnya. Anak yang memperkarakan orang tuanya ke pengadilan. Nah, itu kan banyak terjadi. Nah, itu mungkin yang melakukan itu ya karena dia tidak lagi paham dengan budaya-budaya lokal ya yang syarat dengan nilai dan norma-norma. Bahwa kepada orang tua itu harus patuh, harus nurut. Nah, ini enggak, malah ada yang dibunuh orang tuanya, ya, diusir orang tuanya, bahkan diperkarakan, dituntut di pengadilan. And then, if local wisdom is not taught to students, yeah, so local wisdom may disappear with time due to globalization and modernization. Global wisdom itu bisa hilang, bisa lenyap kalau tidak diingatkan, kalau tidak diajarkan. Ya. Mungkin ketika Anda kecil dulu, Anda akrab dengan cerita-cerita apa namanya, cerita-cerita hewan misalnya ya. Nah, belum tentu anak-anak kecil sekarang mendapatkan bahan cerita yang sama dengan yang Anda dapatkan dulu. Cerita mereka sudah berbeda ya. Mereka ceritanya itu Doraemon dan lain sebagainya. Ya, sehingga local wisdom-nya itu bisa hilang dari masyarakat kalau tidak diajarkan di sekolah-sekolah. Okay. The second part is about local wisdom and technology integration. So how would you integrate local wisdom with technology? As Pak Ansari said previously, that these two seems to be contradicting. Local wisdom relates to something traditional, while technology is something sophisticated. How could we integrate the traditional local wisdom with the sophisticated technology? Okay, what we need to remember is that technology is an aid to teaching. You can't teach without technology, but when you are teaching using technology, then your teaching will be will have added values. Your teaching will have added values. Jadi akan ada nilai tambah dari kegiatan pembelajaran yang Anda lakukan ketika Anda menggunakan teknologi. Technology facilitates teaching and learning. Technology makes students understand material more easily. Technology makes students understand material quickly, and then technology can also make students remember the material longer than without using the technology. Technology helps handle and organize huge lesson materials. Dengan perkembangan teknologi yang sekarang, Anda bisa simpan file bukan hanya di hard disk. Kalau hard disknya sudah penuh, Anda bisa simpan di angkasa, ya, karena ada cloud, ya, ada cloud system. Jadi dia bisa menghandle dan mengorganize huge lesson materials. Kalau materi pembelajaran Anda itu berupa video-video yang ukuran filenya besar, kalau ditaruh di hard disknya cepat penuh, Anda bisa simpan di cloud, ya, cloud computing. And technology makes teaching more authentic and meaningful because with the technology, you can present native speakers, for instance. Jadi suara native speaker itu bisa dimunculkan dengan menggunakan teknologi. So there are limitless number of multimedia resources that you can use to teach local wisdom. And they are high-end, sophisticated technology, easy to use. Jadi Anda tidak perlu paham programming misalnya ya, karena teknologi itu sudah high-end. Jadi sampai ke tangan pengguna itu dalam kondisi siap digunakan. Jadi Anda tidak perlu melakukan pemrograman. Ya. Gampang untuk digunakan. And to some extent, this technology is a magic pill to the language learner. Jadi kalau peserta didiknya itu tidak semangat belajar bahasa Inggris, ya, teknologi ini bisa menjadi semacam multivitamin bagi pembelajaran bahasa Inggris. Okay. So the function of technology in language learning, technology transform language learning. Ya, jadi pembelajaran bahasa mengalami transformasi. Yang dulunya misalnya belajar bahasa itu cenderung pasif, ya, berbasis buku teks. Nah sekarang cenderung aktif, komunikatif, berbasis internet, berbasis networking, ya. Bahkan Anda bisa belajar bahasa Inggris langsung dengan native speaker. Technology enhance language learning. Kalau dulu mungkin Anda dilatih pronunciation itu oleh guru atau oleh dosen. Nah sekarang Anda bisa berlatih pronunciation langsung dengan native speaker. Ya. Dengan beberapa aplikasi yang ada di internet, Anda bisa bandingkan seberapa tepat suara Anda, pronunciation Anda, dengan pronunciation dari native speaker. Yeah. So the technology enhance your language learning, support language learning, ya, mendukung pembelajaran bahasa. Okay, so there are enormous, limitless number of multimedia resources. Jadi banyak sekali ya. Dan saya yakin Anda mungkin juga tahu lebih banyak dari saya tentang fasilitas pembelajaran multimedia di internet yang bisa dimanfaatkan. Okay, I would like to mention some, yeah, which you can use later. YouTube, yeah, this is a very popular portal, yeah, video portal, in which you can find learning material, lots of learning material. I believe that everyone have already been familiar with YouTube, yeah, but probably not all of you are familiar that you can take local wisdom from YouTube. Yeah. Jadi banyak sekali saudara-saudara sekalian materi-materi terkait dengan local wisdom itu yang bisa Anda cari di YouTube. Nah, local wisdom-nya tentang apa? Nah, tinggal itu saja pertanyaannya. Local wisdom-nya tentang apa? Okay, let me go to YouTube. Okay. Okay, excuse me. What do you see on my screen?
YouTube.
YouTube. Okay, thank you. YouTube. Okay, thank you. Say, for instance, you are interested in using folklore, ya, folklore, cerita rakyat. Ya. There are many folklore with local wisdom that you can share with your student, ya, and it is in English. It is in English. Yeah. You can download, or if you are proposing at teaching listening, for instance, you can just show the audio without visual to your student, which is known as blind viewing. Okay, let me open this one. This is about South Korea. Okay, so this is from EF, English first. I could guarantee that when you are using sources from EF, then you will be in a safe condition in terms of the correctness of the material. Yeah? Because in the internet, there are quite many materials which are not really appropriate, which are not really grammatically correct, for instance. Yeah? So you need to search for sources that are let me say that are credible. Yeah. Sources from English First, for instance. Sources such as Voice of America, sources like British Council Learn English. They are the credible one, and you don't need to worry about the content or the material.
Once upon a time, in a prosperous kingdom called Palayanga, there lived a beautiful princess, Dayang Sumbi, who loved weaving. One day, Dayang Sumbi was weaving on the terrace of the palace. For some reason that day, she felt a little dizzy.
Okay, I just want to let you know that there are this kind of materials in YouTube, yeah, but I don't mean to play the video till the end, because then I will spend 10 minutes for that. Yeah. If you are interested in telling your students about local wisdom from other area in Indonesia, yeah, say for instance the local wisdom of Trunyan in Bali. But this is a bit scary. Yeah? This is a bit scary. But students need also know this kind of local wisdom. Ya, tapi ini agak mengerikan ini karena banyak mayat di sini. Coba ganti yang lain. Stone jumping in Nias. This is also local wisdom in Nias.
Warnai kembali simbol peradaban, gahulah merah putih. Kami percaya semangat ini tidak runtuh, namun terus bertumbuh. Dan kami di Ponpei.
Okay, you can use this for writing or for speaking activity. by first introducing words related to this kind of activity with your students. Okay, I think you are quite familiar with YouTube. And the key for using and taking advantage of YouTube video is the appropriateness of the material. So it is your challenge to find appropriate material from YouTube for your students. Ya, jadi itu tantangannya. Karena di YouTube itu videonya jutaan video, ya, jutaan video. Tantangannya adalah bagaimana bisa menemukan video yang pas, yang cocok untuk kebutuhan siswa. Ya, there are some problems with using YouTube video because you cannot really evaluate students' understanding of the video directly or synchronously. Ya. Jadi kalau Anda menggunakan video dari YouTube, itu kemungkinan kan digunakannya secara terpisah ya. Bisa streaming seperti ini, atau videonya di-download, kemudian di-display kepada siswa. Tapi tidak ada interaksi antara siswa dengan video YouTube itu secara langsung. Ya. Lewat komputer misalnya, itu tidak terjadi interaksi. Tetap harus ada guru ya yang menjadi fasilitator yang menjadi penghubung antara siswa dengan video YouTube. Nah, there is a website that could provide you with interactive learning using video, especially video from YouTube, so that while watching the video, your students could do exercises related to that video. This is called the ESL video. Okay, ESL video. Let me go to ESL video. ESL. Okay, so this is ESL video. Have you ever used this ESL video before?
No.
Not
yet.
No? Okay. Okay, so this is ESL video. Because this is free, then it is very common that advertisement appears on the screen. Ya, jadi iklan-iklan itu muncul dulu, ya, kadang iklan label dan lain sebagainya. Ini sekarang iklan tes gorila. Ya, ini saya tutup saja iklannya. I close. Okay, stop seeing this ad. Ad covered content. Okay, this ESL video. With this ESL video, you can create teaching learning activity using videos from YouTube, and then you can create quizzes. Ya, jadi video yang dari YouTube tadi itu diambil, ditarik, ditempatkan di ESL video, nanti bisa Anda berikan latihan-latihan. Ya, untuk menggunakan ESL video, Anda perlu mendaftar. Ya, sign up. Anda mendaftar. Mendaftarnya mudah ya, hanya ditanyakan nama, alamat email, hanya sekitar itu. Ya, jadi tidak sulit untuk mendaftarnya. Jadi nanti bisa dipraktekkan, atau kalau sekarang Anda menggunakan komputer, ya bukan HP, Anda bisa coba. Oke, sebentar. No, ada bicara dulu. Okay, sorry, a friend of mine is coming. Okay, so you can take videos from YouTube, and then you put that video in this ESL video with some exercises. The first thing that you should do is sign up to have access to this kind of facility. I have already signed up, so let me just log in. Okay. Karena saya sudah mendaftar, saya tinggal login saja. Ya. Then I am a teacher. I am a teacher, so I log in here. I am a teacher, so I'm logging in here. Teacher, this is my username, anurrofiq68gmail.com. Then I will log in. Now I am logged in. Yeah, you are logged in. Welcome, Anurrofiq. So I can create class. I can create class by writing the class code. Yeah, writing, for instance, 7A, 7B, 7C. Ya, kalau saya mengajar di kelas 7, 7A, 7B, 7C, misalnya, saya bisa create this. My classes, student score, my quizzes. Ya, coba saya lihat my quizzes. Nah, kalau Anda bawa laptop, silakan Anda bisa masuk ke eslvideo.com ya, sambil berlatih. My quizzes. Nah, ini saya tadi membuat materi local wisdom ya, terkait dengan masyarakat Baduy. Jadi, apa local wisdomnya masyarakat Baduy? Ada juga local wisdom terkait dengan irrigation system in Bali, atau yang biasa dikenal dengan subak. Ya. Ini bisa saya sudah create ya, nanti saya tunjukkan bagaimana cara create-nya. Tapi sementara saya tunjukkan hasilnya. Okay, Baduy's local wisdom. So this is the learning material that you can share with your student. View. Oke, this is the advertisement. Ya, karena gratis, ya ini muncul iklan ini. Kalau mau tidak muncul iklan, bayar. Cuman saya tidak tahu berapa bayarnya setahun. Okay, so this is the material. I created the quiz. Yeah, I make the question. I make the options. Yeah, the alternative answers. I make this. Yeah. But the video that I use here comes from YouTube. Jadi ketika meng-create itu, saya copy paste link dari YouTube. Nah, sehingga dia muncul di sini. Nah, ini kuisnya. Choose the correct answer. How do Baduy people go to Jakarta? Nanti kita dengarkan bagaimana orang Baduy itu pergi ke Jakarta. How long does it take to reach Jakarta? Berapa lama mereka tiba di Jakarta? Why do they refuse electricity? Mengapa mereka menolak listrik? Dan bisa ditambahkan terus pertanyaannya. Mau 10 pertanyaan, mau 20 pertanyaan, silahkan bisa ditambahkan. I just make 3 questions as the example. Yeah? So I could play the YouTube video here in ESL video. Play.
This is the region of Baru, looking out Indonesia's capital Jakarta. People have managed to live a life without electricity, cars, or any forms of modern communication. They need to go to the capital, they simply walk. The journey takes 2 days. It's a centuries-old system built on roof that will be passed on to generations. 22,000 after older use are not allowed to use modern tools.
Kenapa menurut saya listrik tetap ada?
Why do we refuse electricity? Because if electricity comes to us, our traditions and culture will disappear very quickly. Despite the strict rules, things are changing. Disappearing forests make the track more accessible to outsiders. The younger generation has now discovered a new world of mobile phones and television sets. But owning these tools means risking its power of the tribe. It is difficult because I can only call when I come out of the mountains and I have to find my friend to use his phone. To protect the tribe, they have divided themselves into rings. The inner ring is not allowed to be documented and is off limits to foreigners. The out
Okay, I would rather stop the video. The video runs for 4 minutes. Ya. Video ini singkat, 4 menit. Ya. Jadi bisa sebagai materi pembelajaran. Nah, setelah mendengarkan video ini, ada pertanyaan yang harus dijawab. Ya. We can create this question ourselves. How do Baduy people go to Jakarta? So based on the information from the video, they walk. Ya, mereka jalan kaki kalau mau ke Jakarta karena tidak ada kendaraan. Mereka tidak mau naik kendaraan. How long does it take to reach Jakarta? 3 days. Then, why do they refuse electricity? Their culture will disappear quickly. Ini karena mereka takut budayanya nanti hilang kalau listrik masuk. And then see how you did. I send the answer. Score 100%, 3 out of 3. Jadi 3 jawaban saya benar semua. Jadi saya mendapat nilai 100. Saya bisa tuliskan nama saya di sini. Kemudian saya bisa kirim ke kelas, misalnya kelas 7A. Oops, 7. Kemudian di send. Maka nanti ini akan jawaban siswa ini dia benar 3 dari 3 soal akan masuk ke akun guru. Kalau misalnya ada 30 siswa, ya 30 siswa itu nanti masuknya ini skor send. Skornya seperti itu. Ya, oke. Ya, silakan Anda bisa sambil coba ya. Sambil coba, kalau misalnya ada kesulitan, nanti bisa ditanyakan ya. Oke. I also have another video about this advertisement ya, iklan karena grafis. There is also another local wisdom material about Subak irrigation system in Bali. Ya, jadi jangan sampai anak didik kita, pelajar Indonesia itu tidak mengenal Subak misalnya, itu jangan sampai ya. Ini warisan dunia nih. Jadi sangat terkenal. Ini videonya. Kemudian kalau mau bikin pertanyaannya di sini, question. Bikin pertanyaannya di question. The word Subak firstly appear in bisa diedit. Ini oke. Kuisnya bisa dilihat. Click the link below to review your quiz. PSL video. Okay, so this is again a quiz. Yeah, choose the correct answer based on the video on vocal wisdom. Yeah, these are the two questions that I made. The word subak firstly appeared in inscription in the 7th century. Ini apa? Mengisi titik-titik ya, listening. Mengisi titik-titik. The irrigation water is used to grow. Mengisi titik-titik. Anda juga bisa mengkreasi kuisnya dengan pertanyaan-pertanyaan yang lain. Oke, coba kita dengarkan sebarang 1 menit.
Subak is a Balinese word which first appears in royal inscription in the 11th century. It refers to a unique social and religious institution, self-governing, democratic associations of farmers who share responsibility for the just and efficient use of irrigation water to grow agriculture. From a comparative perspective, 2 features of the Subak system stand out. This achievement is rooted in the second remarkable feature of the Subaks, their success.
Oke, 1 minute. Ya. Saya hentikan 1 menit saja. Sekitar 4 menit videonya. Okay, then after watching the video, your students are given this kind of quizzes, and then they will answer. The word subak firstly appear in royal inscription. The irrigation water is used to grow paddy rice. Then see how you did. Okay, you get 100. 2 out of 2 is correct. Ya, jadi 2 jawaban betul. Ini bisa ditulis namanya siapa. Nah, kemudian kelasnya 7B, 7A misalnya. Nah, kemudian send. Nah, itu terkirim ke akun gurunya. Okay. So if you want to create a video, the first thing you need to have is the video. Ya. Jadi videonya harus punya dulu. Ya. Videonya harus ada dulu. Misalnya kalau kita mau mengangkat tentang yang tadi aja ya, yang memang jelas berbahasa Inggris. Indonesian folklore English version. So first we need to find out the video that we are going to use.
Tapi yang saya tidak ingin adalah Indonesia.
Kita lihat ini videonya.
This tale brings us to the mystical island of Java, Indonesia, where a widow named Umbok Sir lived alone on her farm.
Okay, if you are happy with this video, and you think that this video is appropriate for your student, then you copy the video address. Ya, this is the video address, youtube.com, watch, and so on. Ini di copy, ya. Ctrl C gitu ya, di copy. And then you go to ESL video, and then you create. Okay, you create. Okay, you create a multiple choice quiz. Enter the quiz title. The quiz title is Timun Mas. Description, you can say, for instance, Indonesian traditional or Indonesian folklore. Indonesian folklore. I have already copied the address, and I need to put the address here. Enter the YouTube URL here. Jadi alamatnya ditaruh di sini. Tadi sudah saya Ctrl C, copy, sekarang Ctrl V ya, di paste itu. Ini alamat YouTube-nya Timun Mas. Kalau sudah, kita fetch ya. Fetch. Nah, ini tadi. Jadi sekarang videonya sudah ada di sini. Nah, ini ada petunjuknya. Selanjutnya, ini kan upload an image file that is less than 50. Use the YouTube thumbnail image generator, fetch, download, and then upload it here. Jadi ini harus disimpan. Gambar ini harus disimpan supaya nanti muncul sebagai semacam cover dari video itu. Coba ini saya save image as. I will save that in folder download Timun Mas. Okay, save. Kemudian choose file. Tadi yang saya save Timun Mas. Oke, saya ambil. Oke, tinggal muncul di sini, muncul di thumbnail image ya. Selanjutnya video embed code. On YouTube, click the share button below the video, then click the embed button, copy the video embed code and paste it here. Nah, jadi kita ke YouTube. Nah, ini videonya. Oke, video ini ya kita ke share ya, video ini di share. Nah, kemudian ini ada embed ya, ada embed ini kita klik akan muncul pemrograman seperti ini kita copy. Oke, sudah di copy. Kita ke ESL. Nah, yang kita copy itu kita paste di sini. Nah, sudah ada instruksinya, sudah ada ini. On YouTube, click the share button below the video, then click the embed button, copy the video embed code and paste it here. Jadi ada petunjuknya. Ctrl V. Nah, ini sudah. Kalau sudah, kemudian ini levelnya apa? Levelnya misalnya intermediate. Oke. Kemudian continue to step 2. Jadi step 1 sudah kita laksanakan, sekarang kita lanjut ke step 2. Step 1 is complete. Ya, click here to add question, transcript, and notes. Kita sekarang akan mengembangkan question-nya. So we are going to develop the question. So this is the video. Okay, the title, Timun Mas, the description, Indonesian folklore, instruction. Nah, nanti kuisnya itu petunjuknya apa? Misalnya, choose the correct answer. Ya, petunjuk ini disesuaikan dengan aktivitas yang akan dilakukan oleh siswa. Ya. Kita tulis petunjuknya, choose the correct answer. Sam?
Sir, kalau misal pertanyaannya pertanyaannya kita ganti menjadi essay, bisa atau enggak? Atau hanya untuk multiple choice?
Oke, sebentar ya. Ini karena gratis, ya, karena gratis itu biasanya banyak keterbatasan memang. Create a multiple choice quiz. Ya, ini quizzes, create, ya, kayaknya memang dibatasi untuk multiple choice. Tapi kalau misalnya multiple choice-nya tidak, jumlah katanya tidak dibatasi, bisa diakali disuruh essay. Instruction-nya ya. Misalnya gini, write an essay based on the video. Write an essay based on the video. Bisa ada ini. Send, itu perintahnya. The question, ini pertanyaannya. Transkripnya. There is no transcript for this quiz. Add a question. Ya, memang ini diarahkan untuk multiple choice ya. Memang diarahkan untuk multiple choice.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. So here for your multiple choice question, you type the question here. Question, yeah. Question number 1. So before you type the question, you should watch the video first. Ya, harus nonton videonya dulu kan.
Java, Indonesia, where a widow named Umbok Sir lived alone on her farm. The widow was a kindly woman, but she was overwhelmed by loneliness and longed to have a child by her side. When her loneliness became too much to bear, Umbok Sirni decided to pray to Buto Ijo.
So after watching the video, or while watching the video, you try to compose questions. Ya. Jadi Anda siapkan pertanyaannya. Misalnya, what is the name of the woman? Misalnya ini ya, ini sekedar membuat pertanyaan aja. What is the name of the woman? Tadi siapa namanya? Bu Srini ya. Bu Srini. Bu Aini. Kemudian yang ketiga, Bu Srini. Jawaban yang benar adalah Bu Srini. Harus persis dengan jawaban yang Anda tulis. Yang benar yang mana? Bu Srini. Okay. Must be identical to correct option. Save. Got it? Thanks. Okay. Click to review your quiz. Tadi hanya membuat satu pertanyaan ya. Jadi quiznya hanya ada satu ini. All set. Click the link below to review your quiz. Nah, alamat ini bisa di-share ke siswa. Jadi kalau di kelas itu ada 10 anak, di-share pakai WA misalnya ke 30 anak, nanti 30 anak akan mengakses ISL video ini. Nah, ini. Jadi mereka bisa menonton videonya, kemudian ada kuis yang harus dijawab. Oh, ini tadi perintahnya belum saya ganti. Nah, harusnya kan choose the correct answer ya. Nah, what is the name of the woman? Nah, misalnya saya pilih yang ini, Muaini. See how you did. Nah, 0, nilainya 0 ya. 0 out of 1 karena pertanyaannya hanya 1. Tulis nama, kemudian class code dikirim sampai ke gurunya. Oke. Nah, kalau kita mau mengedit video tadi, ini my quizzes ya, quiz yang sudah saya buat. Nah, ini tadi kuisnya, ini diedit. Ya, kuisnya diedit. Edit. Mas, instructionnya diedit. Tadi kan write message ya, kita edit, choose the correct answer. Send. Kemudian questionnya kan hanya 1 tadi. Add a question, jadi kita nambah pertanyaan. Nah, ini tadi pertanyaan nomor 1, terus sekarang pertanyaan nomor 2. Who is Buto Ijo? Kind hearted giant, raksasa yang baik hati ya. Kemudian a desperate giant, raksasa yang sudah putus asa. Yang putus asa itu kan Mbok Seruninya karena dia lama tidak punya anak. A desperate giant. Kemudian who is Buto Ijo? A kind-hearted giant, a desperate giant, a lovely giant. Yang benar adalah a kind-hearted giant. Ini saya copy. Jadi kunci jawabannya itu harus sama persis dengan jawaban yang benar. Kalau mau nambah pertanyaan, ini di plus. Ini plus ini diklik. Oke. Diklik. Bikin pertanyaan nomor 3. Question nomor 3. What is the name of the baby? Jawabannya bawang putih misalnya, Cinderella, dan Timun Mas. Kalau mau tambah lagi, ya tambah di sini. Nah, untuk pertanyaan keempat, kelima, dan seterusnya. Kalau sudah, dan klik here to review your quiz. Ini kunci jawabannya sudah. Oh ini jawabannya belum. Kunci jawabannya adalah Timun Mas. Control copy, Control C, Control V. Save. Kalau sudah save, klik to review the quiz. Jadi kita lihat quiznya. Ini. Nah ini quiznya. Oops. Ini quiznya. Ya. Timun Mas yang berasal dari videonya YouTube. Tapi sekarang ada di akun ISL video Anda. Choose the correct answer. What is the name of the woman? Saya jawab Muaini. Who is Buto Ijo? A desperate giant. A desperate giant. Kemudian, what is the name of the baby? Timun Mas. Kan kunci jawabannya kan Timun Mas. See how you did? 33%. Betul 1 dari 3. Ya, dari 3 itu yang betul hanya 1. Ya, nanti ini desain. Ini nama siswa kelas 7A. Desain. Nah, maka nanti ini terkirim ke akun guru. Ya. Kalau siswa pakai akun siswa. Nah, dan begitu seterusnya, jadi Anda bisa meng-create quizzes sesuai dengan kebutuhan. Nah, seperti ini. Tampilannya seperti ini. My quizzes. Saya punya quiz Timun Mas, Dwi Wisdom, Subak Irrigation System in Bali. Sama ini, The German Coast Guard. Tapi The German Coast Guard ini bukan local wisdom. Dari yang lain. Oke, jadi dengan memanfaatkan video-video local wisdom yang ada di YouTube. Dan belajar dengan video itu amat sangat menyenangkan ya bagi peserta didik, bagi anak-anak. Ya, kalau tidak dipindah ke ESL video, maka video yang di YouTube ini hanya dilihat saja. Kita tidak bisa memberi kuis secara langsung. Mungkin kuisnya secara terpisah. Secara terpisah ya di LKS. Ya. Tapi kalau dipindah ke ESL video, maka kuisnya bisa langsung terintegrasi dengan videonya. Oke, kemudian yang berikutnya. YouTube, ESL video, Chrome extension, README. Chrome extension README. This application enables you to produce native speaker sound based on a story that you created or based on the story that you copy and paste. So if you have a story related to local wisdom and you want to have the audio file, someone reading that story for you in English, then you can use Chrome extension README. I will show you. So you go to Chrome, Web Chrome, or Chrome Web, if I'm not wrong. Web Chrome, yeah, Google Chrome browser, a web store, sorry, not web Chrome, but Chrome Web Store, this one, Chrome Web Store. Just Web Store Chrome. Chrome Web Store. Chrome Web Store. Chrome Web Store. Okay, so you go to Chrome Web Store, and then you type. You can type text to speech. You type text to speech. Text to speech. And here you have application that enable you to that enable your computer to read text. Ya, jadi nanti komputernya akan membaca teks yang Anda tulis. Bisa Anda pakai read aloud ya, atau read me. Ini diklik saja nanti Anda install. Kebetulan saya sudah install read me. Nanti dia akan muncul di ini di ribbon, di ribbonnya web Chrome. Ini read me, saya aktifkan karena saya sudah download dan sudah install.
Stone jumping or combo battle was a virility ritual for boys in Chaos Island at the twilight of their childhood. They literally had to jump over a 6-feet stone to prove their manhood. Originally, this rock had spikes and sharp bamboo reeds on top, so it was especially.
So if you have, let me delete this. Input text manually. You can put the text manually by typing, or you can browse. Yeah? You can browse. Let me browse story. Timun Mas. English. Timun Mas English story. Nah, saya mencari teks ya, teks cerita tentang Timun Mas. Contoh storytelling Timun Mas bahasa Inggris. Atau kita bisa ketik sendiri. One day, ini kita copy, kemudian kita taruh di readme, Ctrl V. Jadi di copy, Ctrl C, kemudian di paste, Ctrl V. Sekarang sudah ada tulisan, nah ini kita minta komputer untuk membaca.
One day in a little town there lived an old lady who named Bufonto. She lived alone. Her husband passed on. She extremely needed to have a youngster.
Okay. Nah ini suaranya bisa disetting. Ya, suaranya bisa disetting. Ini suara ini offline voices, ada aksen Amerika, ada aksen Inggris perempuan, ada Inggris laki-laki. Coba kita coba yang Inggris laki-laki.
One day in a little town there lived an old lady who named Mbokronto. She lived alone, her husband passed on. She extremely needed to have a youngster. So one day she met Buto Ijo to ask a youngster. Buto Ijo gave her cucumber seed. He said if the cucumber seed was planted, it would develop to be a big cucumber. Once more, in the huge cucumber, there was a beautiful child. Buto Ijo said once more, I need to take her when she is 16 years of age. Quote, and Mbokronto permitted. She planted the seed before her home. In the following day, she discovered a big cucumber in her yard, and when she opened the cucumber, there was a beautiful infant named Timonemus. And Mbokronto was holding the infant and sang, I adore you, you cherish me, we are glad family, with an incredible huge embrace and a kiss from me to you, and won't you say you adore me too? Quote.
Oke, jadi itu contoh bagaimana merubah teks yang berisi ulasan tentang local wisdom menjadi suara. Nah, suara itu nanti bisa Anda pergunakan untuk melatih listening comprehension siswa. Jadi siswa tidak hanya membaca, tapi juga bisa mendengarkan bacaan. Jadi bisa saja dua-duanya. So you train the text and it out to the student, and also you play this sound, so that your student can follow the text through reading as well as through listening. Bisa seperti itu dua-duanya. Nah, materi-materinya bisa dicarikan yang terkait dengan local wisdom. Ya. Nah, ini ditaruhnya di aplikasi tadi itu, ReadMe, itu diinstal di browser, di browser Chrome. Ada aplikasi yang lain, nah ini mungkin Anda juga sudah familiar ya, Canva untuk membuat poster terkait dengan local wisdom bisa di-create di Canva. Atau Pixton, ini untuk membuat komik yang terkait dengan local wisdom, itu bisa dibuat di Pixton. Hanya saja mungkin kendalanya, kalau Anda meng-create komik, mungkin itu terkait dengan gambar yang akan dimunculkan. Tapi gambar bisa mencari, atau kalau tidak bisa di-scan dari buku, dari textbook. Pixton. Ini Anda bisa sign up, nanti akan ditanya alamat email, password, dan seperti itu. Baru nanti bisa menggunakan fasilitas itu. Bisa membuat komik seperti ini. Nah, hanya saja mungkin nanti tantangannya itu pada karakter-karakter yang akan dipakai di dalam komik. Karena local wisdom itu kan unik, karakter-karakternya itu kan unik. Saya buta hijau misalnya kan unik. Kalau tidak ada karakternya, bisa scan dari textbook, atau Anda kalau punya keterampilan menggambar, bisa gambar sendiri. Jadi ditempel di buku komik. Oke, nah itu ya beberapa contoh dari teknologi yang bisa Anda manfaatkan untuk mendukung pembelajaran bahasa Inggris dengan menggunakan materi-materi yang bermuatan local wisdom. Okay, so local wisdom is really important to be introduced to students, to build, establish their character, to build their character. So it is okay to teach English on local material, rather than teaching English on the target language culture. What I mean by target language culture, you teach English and the material is about their culture. Ya, Anda mengajar bahasa Inggris, materinya itu Cinderella, gitu. Jadi materinya itu budaya sana, budaya Inggris. Nah itu dalam hal pembangunan karakter itu kurang kuat, ya, karena materi yang disampaikan itu bukan persoalan yang terjadi dalam komunitas siswa, bukan persoalan sehari-hari yang terjadi di dalam komunitas siswa. Ini sangat disarankan, apalagi dengan penerapan kurikulum merdeka. Kalau sekolah sudah menerapkan, karena tidak semua sekolah menerapkan kurikulum merdeka itu, maka muatan-muatan lokal konten, local wisdom misalnya itu sangat dianjurkan. sebagai bagian dari program penguatan profil pelajar Pancasila. Okay, I think that is all I need to say. If there are questions, so I would like to give the time back to the moderator. Silakan, moderator, di-handle.
It's very great presentation from the speaker. Sudah. Can you hear my voice?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you for the speaker. Now we would like to begin the question and answer sections. Before the participant asks the questions, please mention your identity. So for the participant, please. This is the first questions from Anita Ajali. How or in what part we as teacher can bring local wisdom to the teaching and learning process? Maybe you can directly answer.
Okay. Okay, is the question in the chat?
Yes, there is in the chat box.
In the chat? Which one is it? So who is the sender of the question?
Anita.
From Anita.
Yeah, Anita Ajali.
Okay.
Okay.
From Anita Ajali. Okay, very interesting topic. What part? In what part? How or in what part the teacher can bring local wisdom to the teaching and learning process? I'm not really understand the question. Yeah, I'm not really understand the question. How or in what part we teacher can bring local wisdom to the teaching and learning process? Can you help me understand the question?
Yeah, sorry, sir. I am Anita. Thank
Oh,
you,
yes,
moderator. Yes, thank you very much for the time. Yeah, it is very interesting to listen to you about local wisdom. And I'm a teacher and I teach English, especially writing. I teach in UIN Banten. And for my writing class, do you think local wisdom can be used there? In what part and how? That's actually my question. Thank you.
Again, what do you mean by in what part? What do you mean by that?
In what part? I meant if I give assignment, what kind of assignment I can give to my students in my academic writing class relating to local wisdom? Because as you said that local wisdom can be in EFL classroom.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for the question. Yeah. So
okay,
you can
thank you,
use.
Sir.
Okay. You can use local wisdom material in all language skill that you are teaching. Say, for instance, you are teaching writing. Yeah. You are teaching writing. You can ask your student to write down moral values of the local wisdom. What is the moral value? Say, for instance, you are introducing local wisdom about stone jumping in Nias. Misalnya ya, materinya itu lompat batu di Nias. For writing class, you can ask your student to write down their opinion about the values of that jumping stone? Nilai-nilai apa yang ada dari aktivitas lompat batu itu? Nilai-nilai apa? Nah, misalnya bahwa untuk dianggap dewasa, seorang pria itu harus memiliki kekuatan yang ditandai dengan kemampuan melompati batu. Misalnya begitu ya, jawaban siswa nanti. But of course it is in English. The second values of that jumping stone or stone jumping is that to be an adult man, someone should have courage. Should have courage. Dia harus punya keberanian. Melompati batu itu kan kalau takut tidak mungkin dia bisa. Gitu ya. Jadi dia harus punya keberanian. Dia harus punya decision making. Pada saat kapan yang tepat dia untuk melompat. Nah, itu bisa. Jadi siswa diminta untuk menuliskan moral value dari local wisdom yang Ibu perkenalkan. Itu. Local wisdom di Madura tentang karapan sapi misalnya. Itu kira-kira apa values yang bisa diambil dari local wisdom itu. Itu. Atau bisa juga ambil video dari YouTube yang menggambarkan karapan sapi tapi tanpa narasi. Jadi hanya video saja. Hanya video, hanya visualisasi tentang karapan sapi. Nanti setelah videonya berakhir, cari video-video pendek, 1 menit, 2 menit gitu. Setelah videonya habis, suruh siswa menulis. Video itu tentang apa? Jadi siswa disuruh menceritakan video itu. Nah, itu berarti kan melatih keterampilan dia menulis. Nah, begitu. Dan variasi-variasi aktivitas menulis lainnya. Okay, do I answer your question? Okay, my pleasure.
There is a feedback from Miss Anita, or is it clear?
Yeah, I think it's clear.
Okay.
So it means I can give the student the YouTube about local wisdom and then ask them to write, giving some questions, for example, as taught by the professor. Thank you, Prof.
Okay, my pleasure.
Okay. There is any questions from the participant?
Enggak, Pak Sari.
Okay, sir. Mr. Asari would like to give a question.
Okay, yes, please. Pak, I'm sorry.
Or who find local wisdom, or maybe I can change the question. Does local wisdom is be able to apply to all participants, all students?
All levels of student, you mean?
It's like kayak orang-orang Puritan itu kan nggak percaya sama lokal, mungkin bisa jadi kayak hal-hal seperti itu. How to integrate, how to adjust the values of local wisdom into those people. You see, you know what I mean? Puritan, kayak orang Puritan gitu.
Sometimes some of people didn't believe about local wisdom. So how to make them believe? Make them accept and learn while we are integrating the local wisdom into the English teaching.
Okay. Let me clarify your question. Do you mean that there are, in fact, the so-called local wisdoms are against, say, for instance, religious teaching?
Yes, the religious values, right?
Okay, yeah. We need to differentiate and make it clear about religious teaching and the so-called local wisdom. What I mean is, when we have a strong belief in the religious teaching, and we consider, we think that the so-called wisdom is again the religious teaching, then if possible, we educate people about the values that is against the religious teaching. Yeah. But when people insist, and they do not care or consider about the religious teaching, at least our responsibility has already been fulfilled. We have already educated those people. Yeah. Probably to our student, it is our responsibility to educate them. Yeah. But to society, it is a challenge for us to educate them. Ya, karena kalau salah kita bisa dimusuhi kan begitu.
Betul.
Ya, local wisdom yang terkait dengan sesaji, itu kan secara agama nggak boleh. Ya. Nah, mungkin kalau terhadap siswa kita bisa ya mendidik mereka, tapi kepada masyarakat itu memang butuh perjuangan berat gitu.
Atau kan banyak wali murid itu ya, atau murid-murid yang banyak macam-macam, Mister.
Ya.
Bisa jadi mereka dari part of them gitu.
Ya, Pak. Ya, memang harus bijaksana ya. Bijaksana. Ya, oke.
Thank you so much.
Okay, my pleasure.
All right. The other participant, any question?
Ada hilang. Garansi. Kan tak sebut nanti. Iya, nek selama setahun di Joti.
Okay, if there is no other questions, I would like to close the webinar today. But before I close the webinar today, I would like to ask the closing statement from Dr. Anur Rafiq. For Mr. Rafiq, time is yours.
Okay, thank you. I am very pleased to be here with you, with colleagues, and also with students. Yeah. But I also understand that learning about local wisdom integrated into our teaching may not be such an easy thing, yeah, especially when we refer to the curriculum. But today, with the policy of applying Kurikulum Merdeka, there will be a flexibility for teachers to create teaching material. So if you are keen on educating your student with local wisdom, then you have a greater opportunity to do that. Ya, di kurikulum Merdeka itu fleksibel, guru bisa menggunakan materi, yang penting capaian pembelajarannya bisa dituntaskan, gitu ya, sehingga local wisdom ini bisa semakin mendapatkan tempat. Okay. Secondly, with the technology, there are enormous amount of technology outside there. Ya, ribuan aplikasi, ribuan that you can use for your teaching. But you need to be careful and selective to find one that is appropriate for your student. And it is not an easy job. It is not an easy task to find the appropriate one. If you go to YouTube, for instance, you are looking for appropriate video, you could spend hours and hours to find one which is appropriate. Yeah, because there are quite many which is not really useful. Ya, ada banyak yang ternyata tidak berguna. Ya, untuk menemukan satu yang tepat itu memang butuh waktu. Ya, harus sabar mencari satu persatu dan jangan pelit untuk share. Ya, jangan pelit untuk share video. Begitu ada video yang bagus, di-share ke teman-temannya. Jadi biar bisa bersama-sama mengembangkan materi pembelajaran bahasa Inggris yang bermakna bagi peserta didik. Okay, thank you. I think that's my closing statement.
All right, thank you very much for Mr. Anwar Rafiq for amazing presentations. Now we know what is local wisdom and what kind of technology that we can use to integrate local wisdom into EFL. And now, before the closing, I would like to take picture together. So for the all participant, please turn on your camera. For all participant, please turn on your camera. Okay, start from the first slide. 1, 2, 3. All right. The second slide. 1, 2, 3. The next slide. 1, 2, 3. The next slide. 1, 2, 3. Okay. The last slide. 1, 2, 3. Okay, thank you. All right, I would like to say thanks to the speaker today and all participants who has joining this webinar. I hope you can have a new insight after this seminar. And the last I say, wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
Terima kasih Pak Anwar Rafiq, terima kasih banyak.
Terima kasih Pak.
Ya.
Terima kasih.
Jangan kapok, diundang terus nanti sama PBI.